Block Party, a Minecraft podcast, episode 129. We're your hosts, Bearded Sloth
and Little C.
Get all our info at theblockpartymc.com.
Now let's get the block party started.
I'm sorry, Little C, was that too formal for you?
He's making fun of me because before the show I was complaining that sometimes the show is a bit too, structured. Also, it took us about 40 attempts to just start this show. You guys need to. If you have Discord, you have to join the Block Party Discord because we do the live show. We were just doing the stupidest of things in the live show pre-show. It took us 4 or 5 attempts to actually start the recording successfully.
Yeah, because we usually start it off and we have so many seconds of silence. Well, a lot can go wrong in that few seconds of silence that we have. Like your face can go wrong there, Little C, and start making me laugh and everything. But it's fun. You definitely got to join our Discord and be a part of the live show whenever we go live. Sometimes it's Friday night. Sometimes it's Saturday morning.
Sometimes it's just sometimes. There you go.
Sometimes it could be any time like that. Speaking of structure, we're going to go to your listener comments of the week.
Whoa, that's very structured of a show. Our first comment comes from Excited Sapling. Hey BS and Little C, I've started on a spaceport/station in the overworld, which I am trying to install a bedrock iron farm into the top. I want to keep the aesthetics but have functionality, which I am definitely struggling with. I have also started looking for a server host to move our Minecraft realm to.
Okay, I love space and space stations and planets and all that stuff, so you've got my attention.
I love space station builds. I'm a little curious. You're doing it in the overworld? Which I guess if you want it to be next to other players' bases, it looks like you're playing on a realm here. I get it if you want to be in the overworld, but I feel like space station and mega base or just base builds are so cool. And I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, BS, you can have a functioning iron farm in the end. I know you can have villagers and stuff in the end.
I was just thinking this in my head. I'm like, I bet he's going to ask me if I can or not. I haven't done it. I'm not exactly sure, Little C.
I've seen people have villagers in the end.
I know you can get the villagers
with the
there.
beds and they'll connect to them in their workstations.
Right.
I don't see what would stop golems from spawning, but
nothing can spawn.
Maybe try
in the
this.
End, and that's going to be the problem.
Maybe.
That's what I would think. I think it would be more of a iron golem where they're allowed to spawn problem.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
But I love space station builds in general.
Because at the same time, I wonder if you can breed animals in the end.
You can.
You can.
I'm pretty sure.
But that wouldn't be that. So that really got my mind thinking, though. But anyways, going back to, he's going to put the iron farm in the top of this space station.
Which I feel like if you have it in the centerpiece of if you're going off the International Space Station kind of style, you have the one big centerpiece. Maybe that could be a circle. And then you have the things breaking off of it for the different parts of your base. If you just have that middle part big enough to fit an iron farm, they're not too big.
I do like to center farms around iron farms because they can just always constantly be pumping and you don't have to think about them too bad. It's not like you have trident killers or anything like that going, so you don't have to turn it on or off. It's just such a great farm.
It's very passive.
Exactly. Having it going, which I'm trying to build one up myself and deciding where to put it, but I can't get my villagers to like each other, apparently.
BS is very struggling this season on Jericho. We've been going for a month now, I think, and he's still playing like it's the first day of the server. What is up with you this season? By the time, in 5 years, we'll still be playing on the same world, just waiting for you to get netherite armor.
Dude, so, hey, at least I have all diamond now, but I have nothing enchanted except for I have Unbreaking 2 and Efficiency 5 on a pickaxe, but it's about dead.
You're struggling, aren't you?
I'm just taking it slow.
But you're taking it so slow that you'll be waiting 10 years just to figure out where you want to base.
I figured out where to base. It's just not a base.
It's just a few trees that apparently someone stole.
Yeah, people try to steal my base. Steal my trees at my base.
There we go, guys. You heard it. If Jericho members go steal BS's, just if he builds a house, just pick up his house and move it.
Now, I'm right there with you, Excited Sapling, about struggling with aesthetics over functionality. I definitely struggle with that all the time.
I
But don't
like
worry about it.
I like trying to keep farms and stuff aesthetic. That's something I'm doing this season. I did build my iron farm underground just because I did it first week of the server, but I made like a basalt generator, which is small, but I still built a house around it, and I'm gonna try to decorate most of my farms in that way.
I figured you, Little C, would make fun of me because I'm working on an actual gold farm, portal ticking gold farm. And I made sure that all the blocks, like surrounding areas that I have redstone on or whatever, are completely finished blocks. So,
Yeah.
because I'm doing this all
Okay,
underground,
doing that underground, unless you're gonna
yeah,
be looking at it, it's
no,
like
nobody's ever going to see it again, but I know it's
I guess
there.
it's kind of nice. So if people are mining around the area, they don't break into it.
And that's where my functionality part of that comes in. That's exactly why the main reason I do it, but I figured you'd make fun of me. Nobody's ever going to see that. Why did you make that
On a
block?
server, especially where you're basing near a lot of other players, it makes sense.
Now, you're looking for a server host to move to. I definitely got to say, I'm pretty happy with Bisect. That's who we've finally switched Jericho to. We've had Max, the CEO, on our show before. Great guy. I love what they're doing over there, and they keep making it better and better. Like they keep adding little features and stuff. So I'm really happy with Bisect. We actually have a code you can use, a link that you can use. If you go to our website, theblackpartymc.com, and go to the support us tab, I think is what it is. And there's just a little like image there with Bisect hosting. Just click that and then go get your server that way. It helps us out and it doesn't cost you anything. It might even give you a little bit of a discount or something. Not sure on that. Thank you for the comment too. I think this is a new name that we have not seen you on here before. So welcome to the party. The next one comes from Starhammer88. Hey BS and Little Z. I've been just building a wall and mining for materials. Not sure if it's going to look like I picture, but I'm giving it my best effort. LOL. I say, good for you building a wall. Good job. I like that. I like walls in Minecraft.
How long has he been working on it? It's just usually some people will have these pretty big comments, and like even Starhammer, some of his previous comments, and then it's just I've been building this wall, and it's like kind of like the meme with like the soldier coming home after war. I've been building this wall in Minecraft for so long. All I can think about is this wall, and
Well,
it's like those Minecraft projects where you're just working on it forever.
well, he might be like me. He's been in Jericho this season with us. He actually joined in on the fun there. Maybe he's just been building a wall the whole time.
Maybe that's why he's building the wall, is because he's like, he's pretty far away from me, but it's like a straight line from my base to his. So maybe that's why he's building the wall.
Keep you out.
Or is it because you stole his villagers?
No, that was somebody else.
Oh, that was someone else. Man, I
That
can't
was
keep
somebody
track.
else. I know we've got
There's
these.
so much drama going on the server. It's great.
It's not. It's
a
fun,
reality
though.
TV show.
And we do have some new players that I don't think you're used to having. You don't always see everybody that comes in. I'm the one doing the accepting and all
I
that.
can't keep
so.
track of my own name. Literally, on this season's application, I put the capitalized letters in my name, a username, wrong, and BS was so mad at me.
I wasn't mad at you, but you were not invited to join the server. You were not on the allow list. You got to know your name. I mean,
I thought the not little c, all of not was capitalized, but it was only the N.
yeah. We actually had several players that, and it gets confusing. Some of these are really confusing because it'll say one thing on like when they're on Xbox or whatever, and that's not actually the one you got to use. And I love just mining for materials, by the way. That's one of my favorite things. I call it mining therapy. Just mine for hours on end. It's a great way to spend your time. Now, nothing I try to build looks like a picture. You're really good at this. Just looking at a picture or something and replicating it, not block by block, but getting the idea and just building it. I have to be like step by step directions.
If I try to follow a YouTube tutorial, I will fail horribly unless it's a very small build. Like, it has to be pictures.
But good for you, Starhammer. Keep that hammer down.
And keep little c out of your way, I guess. If you're building a wall to keep me
or
out of
just
your
run him-
base.
Just run him over. That works too.
Hey!
All right, moving on.
Our next comment comes from Advisory Lambs. Kidnapped a dog. Feeling good.
Wait, what? Hey.
Hold on.
What? What? This is Minecraft, right? That we're talking about?
Right? You
I
you
hope
doing?
so. I
Hey
hope so.
Coco, are you good? That's our dog in real life, by the way.
Yeah,
But
there's
there's a
this whole dog napping problem on Jericho season 5 for some reason.
maybe I'll make those like YouTube documentaries that go over random YouTuber dramas. Maybe I'll make one of those and make it like super serious, just about the Jericho dog situation.
Yeah, there's something. It's like a crime spree or something going on. I'm not
This
sure.
season has been chaotic.
It gets crazy like
I
that.
don't know much about the dog napping, to be honest. I definitely wasn't involved in any way. Wink. Wink, wink.
All of a sudden, I just see you and somebody else just going by, and a couple and a dog in a boat just slowly going by spawn. Like, nope, I didn't see anything. I'm just going back to what I was doing.
Advisory does continue on. In other news, after getting unalived in the nether when it opened, I think I'm resorting to capitalism to solve my nether needs. LOL. Time to go mining again. So much fun.
See, and that's funny. Here's somebody I just got done saying how much I love just mining for hours, and he doesn't like it at all. He's just gonna buy everything.
Yeah.
Free
I love
market
mining.
capitalism.
I like making diamonds, and I like taking everyone's diamonds on. Not stealing them. I mean, taking them, and they get a good sometimes.
You heard it here.
No.
Ban Little C.
No, that's not.
Petition to ban Little C.
I only steal dogs. Wait, did I say that out loud?
Oh,
no.
man.
That was supposed to be one of those thoughts that stay in my head.
That didn't work so well. But
Uh,
anyways, Advisory Labs, why is it so hard to mine? What? I get
don't
this
know.
from a lot of players.
Yeah,
a lot of
people-
players do not like
So
to mine. It's literally called Minecraft.
Not that hard.
No.
I did some stupid mining the past week. So I had my strip mine, down just 2 blocks in between the tunnels.
Okay.
And I just dug out a bunch of chunks. Just for no reason.
Right.
Just clearing it out.
Yep. Why
It's not efficient to get diamonds.
Okay.
There was no thinking going on. I was just
Yep.
breaking next block. That is all the thoughts that were going through my head.
And it's nice, isn't it?
I have a big area now, so that's
in
a
your
thing.
head?
And
Big clear space in
Yep.
your head? Absolutely. There you go. Our next comment comes from Schoolminer123. And this did come to us from email. That is contact@theblockpartymc.com. Silverfish are in real life and they are hostile in Minecraft. What's up with that, Mojang? I thought they didn't want IRL animals as hostile mobs in Minecraft. I now ask you, why no sharks? Confused Schoolminer123.
give us sharks.
Okay, this is a big deal. This
That
is
is.
going to cause riots in the community. Not good. In the Minecraft community. Going to be crazy here. So it really is like that. There's Twitter debates and
It is
now
quite
X
funny
debates on this.
that it's because silverfish were added when Notch was still head of the Mojang, and before Mojang got bought out by a very large corporation, and it was early stages of the game. And I think the reasoning is it was before the game had a major impact, too. Like, now the game has a very large impact. It's the best-selling game of all time. But back then, it was just a small indie game. So they added Silverfish, like, oh, no big deal.
Right. I don't get what the big deal is at all. Like, we can have real... Dogs attack you, right?
Only if you attack them, though.
Okay.
Same with llamas.
Yeah. Llamas get you. I don't see what I did find out that there are some pandas that get aggressive with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
Now, I
not
gotta
good.
say,
And
though.
polar bears?
So,
There's a lot of them.
Their reasoning is all the mobs that are real life that attack you, it's defense. But they're not just gonna go out and be hostile. But their reasoning is, like, they don't want people to go out and be killing said animal in real life because they did it in Minecraft. I don't know about you, but I'm not going to go up to a shark and start a fight with a shark.
Right, exactly. I mean, okay, so I have to bring it down. You said silverfish here, but polar bears, right?
Yeah, but they're neutral.
Are they?
Because they won't attack you. The only ones that attack you are the ones with if you get too close to their cubs.
Okay, but I didn't do anything to them.
Yeah, you did. You got too close to their... It's what they do in real life too.
Okay, well, a shark doesn't just come attack you, and you're right.
Yeah,
Only
why couldn't they add sharks to
so
Minecraft? Just not
exactly.
be hostile.
Yeah,
Let's be
I don't
honest, the
get it.
Minecraft community is gonna find a way to mass kill any animal they add
Yeah,
just to farm it.
I think it's a lack of logic on these decisions sometimes. I think they struggle with that, and I think a lot of them probably have creative minds. The people that are deciding this
And they're
because
like,
this is
oh, that'd be
the
boring to add sharks. Everyone at other survival game has a shark. Let's add a sniffer.
right, and they're just different mind frames, right? The people that are back coding the game, right? Probably mathematical thinking more, but they might not be the ones deciding the ideas of what goes in the game. Does that make sense, Little C? Like what I'm saying, you have different types of people. Some people are really good at literature class, and other people are really good at algebra, right?
I don't think
And
you're.
some of us are not good at any of them.
Hey, that's me.
There you
Yay.
go. So I wonder if that's a part of
I
it,
think it's just they don't want to
or
because
and then
Microsoft owns Minecraft and they're like, oh, we just don't want to do that. Oh, well.
yeah, is it being what we call politically correct? I don't know what the problem is there, but yes, I'll sign
But
any petition you give me to
they've said
bring
no to
sharks in.
sharks for a long time, though. So that's just one of those things they don't really want to add.
Yeah, and there's probably other reasons. I mean, we can bring this controversy up too. Fireflies.
Oh man, I'm getting all riled up. We need fireflies right now in Minecraft. If we don't get fireflies, I'm gonna move to Terraria.
Yeah, exactly. And it doesn't really matter. The game's still awesome. It's still fun. I have lots of fun
There's
playing it.
plenty of add-ons and mods for fireflies.
And it's not even that.
2
but
pixels.
I do wonder. Sometimes I think the reasons they give aren't the actual behind the scenes
Although,
reasons.
actually, the fireflies, the behind-the-scenes reason, not the, oh, they're poisonous to some frog somewhere on the moon or something, but the adding fireflies, the entities, if they're not just particles, would be insane. If you could actually, like, collect them or kill them if they worked like a bat or something, but how many they would have to add to make it give the effect would be technically very challenging.
Yeah, technically very. Yeah, and it would be, especially if they count as entities of any kind, that adds to the lag issue everybody claims to have, and all these things. So, I don't know. I just don't think they're as transparent as we think they are with everything. They're not so open and honest with everything on decision making, and they have to come up with some excuse that's okay with the public, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you all for those comments. We had awesome comments this week. Really love hearing from y'all. You can text us, email us on our Discord. That's probably the easiest way if you can. Now, Little C, let's get into what we want to talk about in Minecraft. That's my favorite part. I get to talk about what I want to talk about.
Diamonds.
I love diamonds.
They're too easy to get.
They are easy to get.
Stop complaining, everyone.
And they just made it not that long ago.
That's what I'm saying, is once they changed it.
They're everywhere.
Now, I'm not against it, because it is kind of expensive to make the duplicate armor trims and stuff. That's 7 diamonds. That's a decent amount of diamonds, especially if you don't have Fortune 3.
Right.
But honestly, I have Fortune 3. I have like a stack of diamond blocks this season, plus I use them for building around my base a little bit, and I have no issue. And with Shopping District on Jericho, I'm just waiting for people to sell expensive things that I actually want to buy. I know someone was selling maxed out tridents. They had a set of a Riptide one with every enchant for a trident, and then the Riptide, and then one with channeling. And they were 32 diamonds each, which is probably overpriced. But I'm like,
that seems overpriced.
Not really with how easy diamonds are to get. And like some of those enchantments are kind of hard to get. And it's like, yeah, okay, it's a little overpriced, but I have the diamonds. So I spent a stack of diamonds for 2 items that I'm never going to use. They're literally just sitting in an item frame now.
Because neither one of those you're going to want to use in a trident killer, right?
Nope, they won't work in a trident killer.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So,
but I have tons of tridents items too. That's what's funny. I could have made my own pretty easily. I just was like, I'll just buy it. Okay.
Do you actually ever use a trident other than in trident killers? I don't.
When
at
it's
all.
raining, I try to use my Riptide, but on Bedrock, you can't spam Riptide like you can on Java and like fly through
Okay.
the air because apparently it doesn't click quick enough or something.
Interesting. I've never really played around with them too
And
much.
channeling's fun. I can be Thor.
Every once in a while, I will use them to like charge a creeper or something.
Yeah, that's what I need to wait for a thunderstorm, charge creepers, and then put them in a nether fortress
I can't imagine spending a stack of diamonds for that though.
on something I never use.
Right.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah, that's
I'm Elon.
crazy.
That's the name of my fortune pick is Elon Musk.
Nice.
It's true though. I don't get the complaining about diamonds are hard to get.
I
Just
right.
I enjoy mining though, so it might be I spend more time on mining than I realize.
Well, and going back to the other comments we had, right? It's some people really don't like mining. So if you're not mining, I can see a little bit more challenge of
Although
getting
a lot
the
of,
diamonds.
I got 38 diamonds or diamond ore from going caving. I just went into this massive cave I found because I was trying to get glow squid, and I just got tons of ore.
But a lot of people will just go exploring like treasure chests and stuff to get diamonds too.
That's not inefficient. It is early on. If you need a diamond pick day one, do that. But after that, mine some way.
Yeah, I definitely would. If that was the only way to get diamonds, I would struggle. Or if I had to get them from caving even, I might struggle.
You just are bad at the game.
I know, I'm
Why
not
aren't
good
you
at
gonna
all.
when are you gonna try to get good?
I just can't. I'm not good at Minecraft. I love it. I enjoy it. I know a lot about it, but I'm not skillful at it.
Well, you're not good at it, but this week we went to the Nether. Last week we talked
We did.
about that.
I survived.
But all week we've been, I've been exploring a little bit, and I got full netherite tools and everything, and I have 2 extra ingots laying around, but I have my armor trimmed with netherite,
Nice.
and it's not netherite armor, it's iron armor.
Wait, not even diamond?
Nope, iron armor
Iron-
trimmed with netherite.
Okay, make sure you hear that correctly, listeners. That's iron armor, a set of iron armor. So it only gives you the benefits of iron armor. And aesthetically, you trimmed it. So just for the looks with netherite.
People kind of get mad at me sometimes. They're like, why would you waste it on that? And I'm just like, because I can. And I'm planning on probably having a lot of different sets of armor. With the armor trims, I've always talked about, oh, I'm going to have a bunch of different sets of armor. And I never do it. But now with the armor trims, and I think I might, because it'd be fun. I think I'm going to have a full set of gold armor that's like with red trim to make like an Iron Man. Or maybe copper trim or something.
So now I see your next comment on the show notes here. Did you wearing only iron armor apparently cause you to get your first real death on Jericho, not caused by lag?
No, it wasn't the iron armor.
What was it?
Well, it goes along with my next point too. I captured a warden today.
What?
I captured, or I have hostage, a warden.
So you kidnapped a warden?
Yes.
Okay. And how in the world is that possible?
Wouldn't you like to know, BS?
Well, I don't think I'm going to go after them at all.
Let's just say bubble columns. Wardens can fit in 1x1 holes and a lot of patience.
So what do? You just because they don't go in boats or anything.
Or
right?
minecarts.
Or minecarts.
So
So you just got to get it to chase you to the bubble
I dug
column.
a tunnel,
Okay.
and I dug it bigger than I needed, but I just dug it out.
Okay.
And to where the shrieker was.
Yeah.
And I got it to spawn a warden, went down the little staircase to my tunnel, and it chased after me the whole way. I kept shooting arrows to get it to come back at me. Not at it, but like at the floor next to it. And then sometimes I'd break glass in front of it or whatever would make noise and get it to chase after me. It would chase after me. I went around the bubble column, placed blocks there, and then got it to walk into the bubble column. The first try of the warden, the first warden I had, it didn't go up the bubble column, so I just had to kill it.
Why wasn't it going up?
There was a slab behind it, and it needed like slightly more space to get there.
Okay.
But then the next time it chases me, I do it right up the bubble column, straight into a little area above my centerpiece fountain of my little town area, up in the sky, and it's on a soul sand with a bubble or with water on top, so it's a bubble column. because
Okay.
that's what'll stop him from going back into the ground.
Okay.
And then I just have glass around him to keep him there.
So it goes up the initial bubble column all the way to the top to the
hmm
surface and way up in the air.
And then it
And,
goes a
and then,
little water, like just
okay, so
flow.
water does push the warden
Yes.
then down, and does
N-
he try to fight that at all?
a little bit, not enough to notice.
Okay, and then it just drops down into your other
hmm
water, and that's where you keep them.
Yes.
And
And
then how do you take everything down?
you hire a G-bow.
Okay, so you basically hired somebody that was okay with getting a higher dead score.
Yes.
Okay.
And I helped a lot with that. I just wasn't right next to him breaking the glass or whatever. And now that I know how to do it, there's definitely better ways to do it. And once we get elytras, it'll be a lot easier to break the blocks.
And what is the purpose of holding this warden hostage? Just because you can?
Because it's a warden as a pet. What is cooler than that?
I mean, that's pretty incredible. Did you rename it and everything?
Yes, his name is Bob.
Oh, that makes sense. He's bobbing up and down in water, right?
I didn't even think of that.
There you go.
It's just hilarious because it'll be whoever, if someone dies to him, it'll just be was sonically charged or whatever and was killed by Bob.
By Bob. That's awesome. I did see that G-Bow was helping you with that, and you posted a screenshot in our Jericho Discord of the death message, and it said was obliterated by sonic boom from Bob or something like that, right?
What's funny is, so I got this death that had nothing to do with moving the warden.
Okay.
I moved technically 2 wardens, but the one warden didn't kill me at all. He didn't, like, I got 2 hearts multiple times
Okay.
and everything, but I never died to him.
Okay.
But when I was breaking the blocks, he sonic charged whatever, and I thought I was jumping off into water, and I missed it because I was the darkness effect. But I'm like, oh, I think water's there, and I missed it by like 2 blocks and died of fall damage.
So it was another little C hit the ground too hard?
Yes.
I've seen that message
nothing with the warden.
hundreds of times in the years I've played Minecraft with you.
Yes.
That is probably your number one death of all time.
Yep.
Is dying from fall damage.
Or flying into things within elytra.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
I'm pretty clumsy.
So I figured it out. The warden's name is Bob.
Mm-hmm.
I just changed out our totem texture on Jericho SMP. It was Bob Ross for all of January. Did he get so mad he became a warden?
Whoa.
Because it's no longer Bob Ross.
Whoa.
I think this is the lore behind it.
Well, that's just a theory. A Jericho theory.
I like it. Yes, so I changed out totems. We have a pack on there, and I know I've talked about it. We're kind of slacking. We're trying to decide how we want it polished, which exactly textures that we want to actually use for totems. And eventually I'd like to release it on our website. I think that would be really cool to make it available for you all, and you'd be able to download that. But the cool thing about the way I'm doing the pack is I can change it on the server without actually changing the pack itself. They're all in there. I just have to tell it which one to use at the time. So it made it real easy. We're changing it out right now. We're changing it every month. That's the idea, right, Little C?
Ish. We might change it more or less. Just depends.
And at some point, when we add more to the pack itself, I'm going to have to change out the pack because you can't just change it once it's on the server kind of thing. Everybody will have to download the new one. But I'm hoping to have plenty, maybe like 20 different textures even. That way we can just change it out whenever we want kind of thing. Now, one thing I've been working on, I mentioned it earlier, is my gold farm, portal ticking gold farm. You know, you build the big 23 by 23 portal, had to get all the obsidian and everything. And I put it together, and I get the redstone part that actually senses it. It has an observer, and then it's not what actually lights it. It just senses when it's lit, and it shoots out a bucket of water from a dispenser, essentially, right? And the water comes out, and that's what breaks the portal, and then it's supposed to light again. What you do to make it light, you actually take trapdoors right up against it, and you have lava down there. And somehow it lights the trapdoors on fire, and that's what lights the portal. And then you have a switch with a piston to shut it off, kind of thing. Well, I put it all together, get it done. I'm like, okay, this should work. And it kind of worked, but it was really slow. Like, we're
Perfect for
talking,
your play style
yeah,
then.
but it was like 10 seconds of turning on and off. It just was not, I totally forgot they have to have observers pointing at each other, kind of like a redstone clock, just to keep, it's almost like a zero tick type idea.
Yeah, it's a bug
It keeps
thing.
it going, but you put those under the lava, and for whatever reason, it updates it or something. So it keeps going. And the other thing, there is a repeater on that first part I talked about. It's got to be at 2 ticks. Otherwise, it doesn't work right and doesn't keep repeating.
It's not a bug, it's a feature.
Yeah, exactly. So, anyways, I finally got that done. But then I had like hundreds of these guys, zombie, what are they called? Zombified piglins, right?
There's zombie pigmen.
Yeah, I know. That's old school name. They're zombified
No,
piglins, right?
there's zombie pigmen.
Oh, you're just giving me the stern look over there.
I don't care what anyone says.
I got it. Okay.
There's zombie pigmen.
Was I correct for today's day and age, though?
Yes, there's zombified piglins.
All right. Thank you. But I had hundreds of them. I didn't have the way to kill them yet.
Oh, why would you make this farm without a way to kill them?
Well, I had it like where it was going to go. I just didn't build it yet.
Why would you turn the farm on without building the killing chamber?
Well, I wanted to see if I could get it working or not. And I did.
That is a horrible idea.
So I had hundreds and hundreds of these guys down there and making all kinds of noise and ruckus. But luckily, I just went away and came back and they all disappeared because bedrock, and they just go away. They despawn instantly once you get far enough away. So I'm back on that. I got to get a trident killer going, right? With the pistons and observers and boom, 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 right? Goes around, kills them. Works great. I'm hoping I can get that all put together. But my problem is you got to collect this stuff. So you need iron, you need hoppers, and you need lots of iron for that. I can't get my villagers to breed, so I can't make an iron farm. So I ended up buying a stack of iron blocks from our shopping district.
How much does a stack of iron blocks go for?
It was only 5 diamonds. I thought it was too cheap, honestly. Otherwise, I think it is a diamond a stack. So essentially,
Makes sense.
For the same price, it would be 9 if you bought it, 9 diamonds if you bought it individually. Am I correct in my math there? I feel like my math is off, but
No, if it's not, it's 9 diamonds to buy a stack of blocks if you only bought the ingots.
That's okay. Yep, that's right. So I did that. So that's my next part is getting the hoppers. And I'm going to want everything sorted out, of course. So I'm going to have to make a sorting system. But luckily we went to the nether, so I have plenty of nether quartz.
I have almost a double chest of just nether quartz. Please save me.
Oh, something else that happened, by the way. My live streams, right? I did my live stream last week, and I returned those initial defective villagers, right? I returned them. It was on the live stream. Got to check it out. But the one villager, for some reason, kind of got buzzed. But I returned 2.
There was a bee in his boat.
Yeah, one villager got killed on the way.
Why'd you kill him?
I didn't. Well, I guess I did. He turned into a zombie.
And then you killed him instead of healing him.
Well, no, he
Rude.
died of fire, but
Oh, okay.
yeah. So I only returned 1, but then a bee got in the boat, why can bees get trapped in a boat? That makes no sense.
But wardens can't.
Right.
What is this?
I just don't get that at all. But anyways, I returned those, put a sign on there, back to Chef Sunshine's base on Jericho. Hopefully he found them, and he's happy with his returned villagers.
Now you're probably going to mess up his whole villager system just leaving villagers there.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't have an iron farm over there yet. But he told me I wasn't allowed to unalive them. He wanted, but I didn't unalive the second one. I'm just saying.
You were involved in the death of a villager.
Well, he couldn't get away from the boat fast enough, apparently. Also, as this is all going on, right before that, Wire Guy actually offered to bring me 2 fresh villagers. So I'm like, yeah, I'll take those. So he brings them to spawn. You got to watch the live stream. You really do. Go back and watch it. And I've got my computer worked out. So it's much better than the one before that. Anyways, soon as I start moving those villagers that weren't breeding, they bred too, like instantly. So now I have no need for the ones Wire Guy gave me at spawn. So I ended up putting those under my church. So they're going to hang out over there locked in the basement at my church. I'm just saying.
Welcome to Jericho.
And then the other farm I finally got some chickens captured and they're laying eggs for me.
There's a chicken store.
I saw that.
It's an egg. I don't know if it's selling chicken and feathers or if it's selling eggs.
I think it probably will be selling chickens at some point. I know the person that owns that shop was on season 2 early on and totally lagged out Spawn with her chicken shop.
Oh, yeah, I was, this season, I went up to her store, and I was just kind of standing there. I think I was typing, and she probably thought I was just staring at the store. And she's like, I promise, it's only 8 chickens, I promise.
The big thing is to make sure that the eggs don't collect on top. That's usually what lags it out, is the eggs just hanging out around there. And the collisions of chickens when they're really close together. There's something there that causes lag. But I haven't noticed any lag around it yet, so you're good there. Trying to think what else I've been doing in Minecraft. That's pretty much it. I stayed up pretty late last night trying to get that portal farm working. I'm going to have to wire up the Trident Killer and I'll be good there. And the main reason I want to do that is so I can get XP. It's a great way to get XP really fast. I want to start enchanting things. I'm not going the villager route. I'm not buying my books and everything. I want to get that. The one thing I probably will do to get mending, I might buy it. Maybe I'll come over and say hi to your villagers there, Little C.
No, I'll sell you a book for diamonds, but don't. There's a store that sells them, by the way.
Well, they were out of stock.
Oh.
So
I'll sell you them, but for 1 diamond more than the store costs.
Well, that's fine. I might do that, or I've been looking into doing the AFK fish farms. I used to do that a lot in past worlds that we've been on. It's such a great way to get loot. I don't mind actually taking the time and actually fishing. It's fine, but I want to try to do more than just fish, especially if I'm live streaming a lot and stuff on the weekends.
Nope, that's what his live streams are just going to be.
Yeah.
Just him sitting there fishing and horrible commentary while he fishes.
Yeah, let me know if you just want to see me fishing on a live stream. Yeah, that would be great. All right, that's pretty much it for my time to talk about Minecraft, real life. I think I got to get some more boots. Mine are basically disintegrating on the inside.
Well, you do have toxic, smelly feet.
It might have something to do with that. We had some people this week visit us from Colorado, so I actually made my loads where I was home on Wednesday, so that was different for me to be home all day Wednesday. You had to put up with me a little bit more.
It threw off my whole week schedule. I was just so confused all this week.
It was weird, but Holy Bookworm ended up making us some amazing tacos for that get-together with our friends. And it was great to see them. Haven't seen them in about a year or so, I think. So that was awesome. And somehow you and I, Little C, have become like church people tech support. So the people that go to our church in real life, now they think that we are their tech support for their TVs and stuff.
They think that just because we, live stream the church services and that we run all the sound and tech stuff, that we can just, set up anything that is technology.
Right. So we ended up doing that.
I mean, we did, but...
Right. We went up and set up a 4K TV for them. Got that going. And that was Wednesday afternoon also, wasn't it?
Yeah, after the people. And then, Wednesday was a crazy day.
Yeah. And so, but I like being able to serve and help people out, but I don't have all their answers. I can figure things out pretty well. But me trying to explain it to the people, that's a whole nother thing. I'm not great at teaching with that kind of stuff.
I'm just preparing for my career in IT.
Yeah, there you go. Did you turn it on? Did you turn it
Please
off?
turn it on.
Did you turn it on?
Is it plugged in?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, oops.
All right. That's pretty much my real life week. Not
I
a whole
didn't
lot going
do
on. You?
much this week that you didn't mention. And now on Thursday, I was supposed to be getting my wisdom teeth removed. Oh, so fun, isn't it?
Wait, you have wisdom?
I won't next
I
so
know,
I was
you're
supposed to on
getting it
Thursday go
removed.
in to get him have surgery to get him removed, but apparently they had to reschedule it to next Thursday.
Yeah, just
Yay!
out of the blue they called, and for whatever reason they had to change
Which
something.
I'm kind of glad about because Wednesday was a very tiring day for me because we had people over and that was a few hours and then we went and set up the TV and then after that we had like youth group at church that I do tech for there.
Right.
So that was a lot.
Yeah, we probably would if they didn't reschedule your teeth thing. We probably wouldn't have volunteered, by the way, in the afternoon to help with the other stuff. And of course, you've been doing school like usual. Anything fun there? I saw you had a project image that you sent us on Discord today, and that looked pretty cool.
I do like a print digital design class and I had to make a billboard poster thing and like the art deco style thing. So I just, threw something together.
Right, it looks nice. Do you have fun doing that kind of stuff?
That one was fun. Some
Designing?
of them I don't like. It depends on what style I have to do it in.
But that's kind of cool that you get to learn different styles, and because everybody's got their own opinions and their own things they like or not like. Even you and I, we definitely differ in our styles.
Yeah, I'm over here like minimalism is better, and he's over here like have a whole description of text on the logo.
Yes, exactly. Got to keep it for the old people out here.
I mean, we have 3 letters in our logo. That's too many. Minimalize it. 1 letter. Just
Party.
one. Just put it all together. Just TBP into like make a new letter. To boob.
All right, let's see. We better move on.
The past week in Minecraft. This time it's from. We say all info from Minecraft.net. That's true, but it's from Mojang. A message from Mojang.
Well,
Ooh,
aren't the
there we go. We'll call it a Mojang message.
A Mojang message? I do think the changelogs are hosted on Minecraft.net, though, right?
Yeah, they used to be. I don't know if they are anymore.
And just full disclosure, I'm getting most of the summarized changelogs from Discord and not from the changelogs directly. Just putting that out there.
Discord.gg/Minecraft, the official server.
Yeah.
Or is it from the other server they have now?
Nope, I've been still getting it from the main one. All right, we have, I think, 3 of them. The first one is Minecraft Java Snapshot 24W05A. Came out Wednesday, January 31st, 2024. I am going to try to read these a little quick. There are some cool things in here, though, that we'll want to stop and talk about. But remember, these are still snapshots, so don't want to get too in-depth until they actually get in the actual stable game. All right, they have experimental update 1.21. To do these, you have to have the experimental data pack. Additions here. Added vault block. Brand new block right off the start.
Whoa, crazy. I saw a tiny bit about it, but not a lot.
Well, it is a block that holds locked treasure and loot. Find the right key to eject its rewards. Can be unlocked by an unlimited amount of players. Has a keyhole that will be open or closed depending on the players nearby. Within its cage, it will cycle through and display items which are possible to eject from its loot table. The rewards it ejects are randomized from its loot table each time it is unlocked, cannot be crafted or obtained in survival, and does not drop anything when mined. Explosion resistant and cannot be moved. Vaults currently reuse the same loot table that reward chests previously used in the trial chambers. So this is interesting. It sounds basically like a spawner for items.
I was going to say it's a loot chest, but because with the key and stuff, it'll work like on Jericho. Let's say I raid it and then you find the structure. Instead of having no loot and an empty chest, you can also get into the loot. Which is great for servers.
Yeah, that is a good point for multiplayer. They have changes here. This is still under the experimental heading. Updated texture to reflect new vault visuals. All right, now moving on to the I'm sorry, the stable side of this, still a snapshot though. Don't have to have the data pack for these. Changes here. The data pack version is now 30. The resource pack version is now 25. Added a reserved region file compression ID for third-party servers to use for custom compression implementations. Added an option to not compress region files, allowed server operators to view dedicated server TPS debug chart. Fixes here: normal matrix scaling broken in some situations, sniffer's snout shading changes during sniffing, the fog on armor worn by entities occurs too early, and wolf armor loses custom display name and other NPT when equipped. Those are all the things that were wrong that they fixed. Now moving on to Minecraft Bedrock beta slash preview 1.20.70.21. You do have some things in the experimental toggle has to be on. The additions there are, again, added vault block, a block that holds the locked treasure, can be unlocked by many players, unlimited players, has a keyhole. Yep, basically all the same stuff there. And then something else within the toggle there is all sounds emitted by armadillos are now audible even when the player is facing away. Hurt sounds emitted by rolled up armadillos have been updated. Breeze is now aggressive toward iron golems. In addition to players, Breeze no longer retaliates against attacks from the following mobs: skeletons, strays, zombies, husks, spiders, cave spiders, and slimes.
This Breeze seems like, now that I've captured a Warden, this seems like the next thing that's like hard to get to capture.
Yeah, it should be fun. I kind of like everything I've seen about it so far.
It can move levers.
And I like the
It's
fact
a troll.
too. I do like the fact if I just want to not go around there, I can just stay away from it. Just like I do with the Warden. If I come to an ancient city, I don't have to go into it.
It's kind of like how I heard someone saying that they'll never add another creeper-like mob. It's too hard. Like, compared to
it is damaging for your builds
and everything.
things. Yep.
And Mojang's afraid to add those kind of mobs now.
Yeah, or even, right, a wither.
Ooh,
right?
Scary.
I mean, but even that, you can choose not to do it.
But creepers, they just spawn everywhere.
Yeah.
We
They are destructive.
We need another creeper-type mob.
I do, before we get too far, they do have a Discord channel to get your feedback and discuss about the vault. So they're still looking for all of that, try to make that better and make it something that the community will actually want. All right, still in the beta and preview here, the stable side of this. So this is all the stuff they added in this without the experimental toggle on. Additions: has property filter added for target selector of entities. This will allow the user to target entities based on the properties that they have or not have. Added a new story type called realm events. These news stories are automatically posted to the feed when interesting events happen on your realm. The more you play, the more you'll find.
I'm interested for this. New stories are automatically posted to the feed when interesting events happen on your realm. I kind of want to buy a realm now.
Yeah.
Once this comes out fully.
I definitely see
because
some
is this going to be
now.
Like, if you get a certain achievement or whatever, it'll like have a screenshot or something? Like, this seems like it'll be really cool.
Yeah, I definitely can see the benefit of that. I like the idea of realms. I'm not opposed to them. They're a little costly for the amount of like RAM you actually get. You don't actually get to see it, but from everything I've heard, right, it is more cost effective to be on a server like we are, and you can customize a lot more on a server too. But when you put features like this in, it does make me think twice, maybe a realm would be okay. Moving on from the additions, now changes. The /damage command no longer contains the damage type suicide. It is replaced with self-destruct. Spawn eggs are now called whatever the mob is, spawn egg, instead of spawns, whatever the mob is.
Yeah, this is actually a good change because today when I was doing testing before I captured the warden in survival, I was doing some creative tests. I couldn't find the warden spawn egg. It took me forever and I had to search just spawn egg.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, and that's exactly the reason is so players can more easily search for them in the creative inventory. So they're fixing that for you, little C, for your little small brain over there.
No, I'm little C, not little B.
Little brain. All
Oh,
right.
great. Now I have a new nickname.
Yay! Moving on here. When fed, baby mobs now emit both sound and particles. They flatten the ID of double wooden slab. Custom armor trim patterns can now be defined and applied to custom armor items. Enabled the deferred technical preview for iOS devices. Added point light shadows to the deferred technical preview. This new feature allows light sources such as torches and lanterns to cast shadows. All right, and the last one they have this week was Minecraft Java Snapshot 24W05B. Came out Thursday, February 1st, 2024. Just some simple things here. Changes. Potion effect amplifiers are now restricted between 0 and 127. And the fixes, so still had problems here that they fixed. Effect amplifier is read/written as byte from NBT, despite being stored as an integer. Chainmail armor texture broken due to armor material renaming, and game crashes when saving and entities effect above 127. All right, so they're still working on stuff. It did seem like a lot of this was a little more technical. I mean, they did add that new block there, which sounds really cool, the vault. I'll be very interested to see how it actually works once I get it in the game, and but it sounds
I think it'll be a
great.
good thing for servers because then it's not one person found the ancient city and raided all of it, and then everyone else who finds it is disappointed.
Yeah, I agree. I think they knew that was kind of an issue, and they've actually worked on making it better. That's something I do have to say. As much as we say they don't listen to the community, like we kind of beat up on them with sharks and those kind of things early on here, they do a lot to try to appease all varieties of
But we still
players.
don't have offhand on Bedrock.
That is true. But they do try to give a little bit for everybody, all the
Unless it
different play
comes to
styles.
adding good parody features sometimes. But yeah, they're pretty good about that.
All right. Well, that sums up that. Now, got to keep it all nice and formatted here and organized. So,
It's time for do.
listener questions.
Our first question comes from Holy Bookworm. What Minecraft mob would you be most excited to see in real life? Yes, some of the animals do really exist, and some don't. It can be any mob. And which mob would you never want to see in real life?
Well, I am thinking maybe like a creeper. I feel to see in real life. I think I'd like to see this in real life. It'd be funny to see something that walks around with these four little legs like that and is tall. And I just think that'd be cool. Of course, I'd keep my distance. I wouldn't get too close, but it just seems unique to me. I'd love to see that. Now, as far as a mob, I don't really want to see in real life would be the silverfish. Yes, they do exist, but they kind of creep me out, so I just don't want to see them at all.
I think the Allays could be pretty cool. That's a mythical Minecraft mob.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess we
allies
kind of have
are
them. They're called
okay.
golden retrievers.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, pretty
But it'd
much.
be nice to just have like a robot or something that follows you around and picks up everything that you drop everywhere. I could use that.
Yeah, like when I'm taking my laundry to the washing machine and I drop my extra sock or something, I just have the LA just pick it up and bring it back to me.
And for ones I don't want to see, the Ender Dragon. No dragons, please. No more explanation. Just no dragons.
Just no dragons. Okay. Another question here comes from Annie Mae. What are some hobbies you have outside of Minecraft? And have you ever lost a world to a glitch, etc.? Well, that's two questions, isn't it? She snuck in two on me.
How dare you?
That's
Guys,
okay.
try to have it as one question. It's fine.
No,
But like,
I love if you have multiple questions.
just
but
put them separately.
yeah, put them in a message separately or wait a day or something.
What do you mean outside of Minecraft? What is this world you're talking about? I guess outside of Minecraft, my hobby would be thinking about Minecraft. Oh, I guess I actually have to answer it. Other than that, I do a lot of tech stuff for church and just computer stuff in general I like. And for losing worlds to a glitch, I have lost a lot of worlds to glitches. Just the world file corrupting, or I remember one world, a bunch of the chunks just got reset and just all kinds of stuff. Although I've never lost a hardcore world like a death to a glitch that I remember.
Okay. I was gonna say you never lost a hardcore world, but you lost it to your hard drive, right? Wasn't that a hardcore
I
world you were
guess, yeah,
doing?
I guess I did lose that world to a glitch. Yeah, now that I remember it, there was one that I was streaming,
Right,
and
but you didn't die in the
I really
world.
like that world.
Right. Yeah, but
Yeah, I guess I lost it to world file corrupting.
yeah, so that's a little bit different, but that was a big one for you. All right, going back to her first questions, hobbies outside of Minecraft. I'm not sure how to process this in my brain. I don't know what you're talking about. I really don't have that much that I do outside of Minecraft, honestly, as far as hobbies go. Um, I do enjoy having big bonfires and stuff outside, and occasionally we'll sing karaoke. My stepdad was a DJ, so we have a lot of songs available. I'm not claiming to be good at singing at all,
You heard it here first. BS is gonna release an album.
and I have no rhythm, but it's fun to sing karaoke and stuff. So I do that. I like you said, Little C, I love doing stuff for the sound at church and learning about that. So I guess that kind of counts as a hobby. As far as losing a world, I absolutely have lost a couple of worlds to corruption, uh, especially on PlayStation. I think it happened a few times there. Now, knock on wood here, but I haven't actually lost one on my PC yet. And I do take a lot of backups for anything that I want never to lose. So I should be good there. And pretty much anymore, the only world I really play on is Jericho SMP. So there's always backups to that. Hey, Little C, we usually only do 2 questions.
Yeah?
I have a bonus question from a listener.
Pew 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 pew. I don't
Hey,
know.
new
Don't
sound
you have a
effects.
sound effect? I guess I'll do the sound effects. Yeah, because it's the listener question. Do 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 do. Bonus question.
Ooh, I like that. That sounded good. Maybe we'll have to do that. Anyways, this did come to me in a text message with our phone number. If you still have that, we're not actually giving it out anymore. Now we're getting text, but that's okay. This one came from Froggies. There's 2 Z's there. It's throwing my mind off here. I'll just call him Froggy. Did you like the old combat more or less than now?
So on Bedrock, at least the combat changes just shields, and that's about it. And on Legacy Edition, but on Java, the post 1.8.9, so the 1.9 combat, I love. I love the cooldowns and the enchantment sweeping edge and offhand and stuff like that. I wish they would update the combat on Bedrock to be like that. I think it might be a little hard to learn if you just play Minecraft, no outside influence. The combat, like the cooldown system, isn't super intuitive, but I think it's good enough, and I prefer that part of Java. Like, I think the cooldowns and stuff are pretty cool. It makes that part a bit harder instead of just spam clicking.
Well, since I am the superior Bedrock player over here and only play Bedrock, combat pretty much has stayed the same for me, so I don't know how to compare the two.
Do you use shields often?
Never.
What you? No wonder you die so much.
I don't. I never use
Shields
a
are.
shield.
Would you use a shield more if you didn't have to shift to use it? If you could just like hold the place block button, like
Well,
Java.
I'm always playing on controller, so I have to crouch to use it.
Well, that's on keyboard and mouse too.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
just a Bedrock thing.
I don't use it. Every once in a while, early game, I might, like if there's a skeleton or something to keep from shooting, but for the most part, I don't use it. Usually I'm holding a totem once I have those. So I don't like the fact that you can only have one or the other as far as that goes. So,
Just have a totem in your main hand and a shield in your offhand, or the other
well,
way around.
right. But usually if I need either one of those, I need a weapon of some sort. So
Use your
just saying.
mind.
Yeah. But thank you for those questions. You can leave them in our Discord, email us, or like here, you can text us. So that works too. It's been a great show, Little C, a little bit longer than usual. Hopefully, y'all enjoyed the show.
Now it's time for the reason anyone is still listening to the show, everyone's favorite part of the whole show, which makes me kind of sad. Holy Bookworms Joke of the Week.
What do you call it when a snowman has a tantrum?
A meltdown. That joke, it's kind of cold.
Is it cold or hot because it melted?
Yeah, but it's talking about snowmen. That's cold. Just let me make my joke.
We got to tear them apart every time. Got to dissect the jokes way too far.
I'm not a frog.
Ribbit, ribbit. Not how that goes. All right, Little C. Great show. Thank you all for being here. You can help support the show by becoming a subscriber to the podcast. We really need more subscribers. Go do that. Find the link in the description. It truly does help us out and is super appreciated. But best of all, not even for us, do it for yourself. Be selfish. It's okay. Go be a subscriber. You get access to the after hours show that we did. I think there's like 17 of those, something like that. And then you get our first 49 episodes of the Block Party podcast. You're missing out. If you're not a subscriber,
you're missing out on cringe.
You're missing out on how we started and all of those shows. They were good shows. I enjoyed all of them. Also, if you're not going to subscribe, don't know why you wouldn't. Only like $1.99 a month. But if you can't do that or aren't going to do that, you can help us out by getting the word out about the Block Party podcast. Tell everyone you run into. Well, hopefully you don't run right into them. But everybody you see and talk to, tell them about the Block Party, a Minecraft podcast, theblockpartymc.com.
We want to hear from you. We love your comments and questions. You can join our Discord or email us at contact@theblockpartymc.com.
Thank you for being here. Truly do appreciate you all. Make sure to tell everyone, again, about the Block Party, a Minecraft podcast. I'm Bearded Sloth, and now I gotta go eat my coffee.
And I'm Little C. Bye.